See, TikTok's exclusive, man. That's what we do. I've been on TikTok for a little bit talking to everybody. Now, hey, it's the Cowboys Cast, baby. Let's go. Hey, we got TikTok live. We're warmed up, man. TikTok's warmed us up. TikTok's ready to go. They've already talked about all this stuff. We went, about 30 minutes TikTok. Hey, they've gone in on this turmoil on the Dallas Cowboys. It's a lot. It's a lot to handle. The kitchen's getting hot in the Dallas Cowboys and the Star. But TikTok, I don't know, man. They seem like they got it together and they kind of have an idea of what's going on. They like the idea of these one-year contracts for these coaches and old Dakota Prescott. So we will see, man. But hey, this is a Cowboys Cast. Welcome, YouTube. Welcome, East West Football. Welcome, Facebook. Tell me what you think. Is it good that we have one-year deals on these coaches? Is it a one-year deal? Prove it to me and what you got. TikTok's already, they got their mind made up, man. So, hey, let's get into it. YouTube, Facebook, tell me what you think on these one-year deals. The turmoil going on in Dallas. People are feeling uncomfortable. TikTok's already gone in, man. Let me update some of these comments. Canture says, Jay-Z, do the Cowboys keep Pollard or get Henry? Pollard's gone. Just mark it as him being gone. 100%. Juan says, all that talent wasted, but it starts with the coaches. It does. It starts with coaching. 100%. Juan. Loyalty for Lifetime says, bro, if Jerry sold team, do y'all think we would be closer to KC or Washington? I think we would stay, to be honest. Juan says that Canture is near one. They get someone cheap in draft, I think. Nico says, I believe Kenny Pickett, he was a 7-4 trash OC before getting hurt. Canture says, me too. Soccer game has, have a wonderful night. God bless. Soccer game, God bless. Have a wonderful night. Juan says, Jerry is going to do free agents, but I think cheap. I don't know. We will see what happens. Juan says, Jerry is a great salesperson. He gets me every year. I think he gets a lot of people. Canture says, welcome Cowboys Nation from the 956. Let's give him a round of applause. 956, man. Hey, Canture, you need to get more 956 people to follow us, man. Although I don't live there now, that's where I'm from. You gotta get Cowboys Nation, man, on the ride on the Cowboys Cast, man. So yeah, so YouTube, Facebook, they're live now. Juan is from the 957. Let's give another round of applause for Juan. Awesome. Let's give a 956, baby. Juan from Laredo. Let's go. Hey, look. Let's see what YouTube and Facebook's got what to say about this one-year deals for these coaches. Is it, hey man, does Jerry Jones keep them on eggshells and say, tell me what you got? You're on one-year deals. Dak, you're on one-year deal. Zimmer, you're on one-year deal. Mike McCarthy, you're on one-year deal. And I think that was a controversy with Rex Ryan and Mike Zimmer. They didn't want, I don't think Mike Zimmer wanted to sign a one-year deal. I think that was probably, I'm not for sure. It's my opinion, but I'm saying maybe that was the issue. Canture is Browntown. He's from Brownsville, Texas. Let's go. Brownsville, Texas, man. Brownsville, Texas. Let's go. So we'll see. Is this a good thing? We'll see your thoughts. Tell me what you think. YouTube, Facebook. Is this a good idea? Is this a good way to maybe have these guys on eggshells and put pressure on them to hopefully win? Is that the plan by Jerry Jones? Because if we do deals on these guys, we're gonna have to pay them if it's not good next year or this coming up year. They're gonna have to pay him. So why not a one-year deal? Show me what you got. Juan says with Dak on one-year deal, can't really go too big on free agents. Well, that's not necessarily true. There's some things that they could do to free up cap space. Juan says, I mean, the cap hit is crazy. Yeah, but then next year it's only 36 million. So there's ways that they can maneuver with the cap in order to free up some money. So let me see real quick. I think that's part of the reason why why some of this stuff is probably coming out that way it is. So we will see. From Dak, yeah, I'm tracking one. Corey Estrella says, "You think Cowboys will go after Mike Evans?" I don't know, man. I like that guy, but I think he might want way too much. Way too much. Juan says, "Nah, too much on Evans." Yeah, that's what I said. Loyalty for Lifetime says, "Don't matter how long coach's contract is, bargain by Jerry. Don't sing good players. Don't sign what? Good players." Yeah, we will see. We'll see what all in means. All right, we got Fernando. Welcome. Let's give Fernando a round of applause, man. I love Fernando, man. He tells it like it is, and he's a good dude. Hey, nah, Rex wants that head coach hat, not a defensive coach. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure if they gave him the Dallas Cowboy defensive coordinator job, he would probably take it, Fernando. I'm not gonna lie, he hasn't coached in a while. Got through today's on TikTok says just wait for the year. Yep. I think, look, man, you put a lot of pressure on these coaches and see what they want, see what happens on a 1-year deal. You got to prove it. And this is the year to do it because it's going to be a very tough schedule. Juan says Rex, he wanted the DC. Yeah, I know he did. I know he wanted the DC job. We will see what they have because this is a tough schedule, man. So going into that, Loyalty for Lifetime says Rex is hasn't had a good defense since 2010. Loyalty for Lifetime does not like Rex Ryan. So I don't know. We will see. But yeah, man, TikTok has gotten hit. They went in on these coaches and players. They believe that it's a great idea to keep them on a 1-year deal for consensus of everybody. And put pressure on them, man. See what happens. See what they can produce instead of doing an extension. Loyalty for Lifetime says, nah, not all of he's not a good coach. Not at all. He's not a good coach. You're talking about Rex Ryan, I believe. Yeah. We will see what happens with the Dallas Cowboys. We'll see what happens in the draft and free agency. But I think the biggest thing is the Cowboys, for the most part, go to tier 3, tier 4 players at free agency, and then they fill some holes. And then what happens? They go for the best player available in the draft, and that's what happens. Cantu Reyes says Rex is not the answer. Nope. Sean Ellis on TikTok says we should have signed Rex. I think I would have signed Mike Zimmer personally, in my opinion, because he's a no nonsense coach, and he'll probably hold him accountable. That's my opinion, but we'll see, right? Only time will tell. Sean Ellis, players coach. Dan Quinn was a players coach. We got shredded in the playoffs, Sean. I think we need to move past that. Juan says we should have gone for Bill, but he will be next year after. Yeah, and that's my point. That was some of the things that were brought up. Is there a reason why Mike McCarthy is not getting extended? Everybody knows if he does not perform in this year's season, Bill Belichick might be the head coach in waiting. I don't like the idea, but that might happen. Sean Ellis says we need a middle back. That's 100%. I agree. Canture says Wakefield is better than Rex Ryan. I think so too. Canture says Wakefield is better. Sean Ellis says Overshown will hopefully do it. Overshown is a good linebacker. I believe he won that middle linebacker job before he got hurt, in my opinion, the way he was balling out. Loyalty for Lifetime says we need Devin White from Tampa, linebacker's biggest needs. Either that or Devontae David. So I'll have to look at both of them, see. But either one of those would be nice on a good cheap deal. I don't think it's going to happen though. I think White's going to demand a huge contract. Juan says, I bet Jerry already talked to Bill. Juan, Jerry already talked to Bill. And I think that's why he's keeping Mike McCarthy on a short leave with that 1 year. Loyalty for Lifetime, White's younger. White is younger. I think White's only 26 years old. And you know what's crazy about White? I thought he was a lot older. I'm like, man, that guy's old already. He won a Super Bowl. I mean, he's old, but he's only like 26 years old. Very young, very young. So I agree, Loyalty for Lifetime, but White's going to demand a huge contract. So I don't see that. All right, let's give Alex Lopez a round of applause. Alex Lopez. He's having date night tonight. So I forgot what place he went to, somewhere in West Lacoy. but it's a really good place. He says, why would Jerry Jones wait it out with McCarthy for another year? Does he expect anything different? That's a good question. I mean, I think it's one of those hard pills to swallow that you do want to make the change, but you also got to look at it like this, Alex, right? I mean, it's 50-50, man. That's a hard one. Dak had his best season year to date with that performance that he did. Yeah, he didn't do good in the playoffs, but overall he did really, really well. Different Dak, you got to admit, right? So I think with seeing that and maybe fixing some of the things on defense and maybe getting a better run game and offensive line, and if you get the same Dak, you might have some different results. He's on a 1-year deal anyways, so why not bring him back? And then after that, you wash your hands of him and you go and find your coach. So I think that's kind of what was the consensus. Just the fact that Dak did have one of his best years, if not the best, with Mike McCarthy calling the plays. So I think that had a lot to do with it. Loyalty for Lifetime says Davis is 30 plus. Yeah, he is. Pat Queen is 26 too. I like Pat Queen too. Great linebacker. Loyalty for Lifetime says let's draft Spencer Rattler and give Dak one last year. So I think the Cowboys really do have to draft their next quarterback. Hopefully, it doesn't have to be in the first 3 rounds. Maybe later on, if you see somebody that you like. But they have to start drafting these quarterbacks to succeed Dak. FSCC Golf says need more Deuce. I don't think Deuce played enough, but at the end of the day, that's the coach's call. So we will see what happens with Deuce. But I think you bring a veteran line running back, you bring maybe 2 veteran line running backs, and then you draft in another running back in the draft, and then you let the chips fall where they fall. And I feel the same way with the linebacker position. I think you bring in some veterans, you draft, and you just let the chips fall where they fall, where Mike Zimmer believes that these are his top linebackers, and you let everybody else go. So we will see what happens, but I agree on both sides of those. I think we do need Pat Queen would be an awesome linebacker. I think we need that kind of physicality on the defense. Loyalty for Lifetime says no first 3 rounds. Tired of the rooms and Dax. I want a first round pick at quarterback. Woo! Loyalty for Lifetime says he wants a quarterback in the first round. We will see. Will that put a lot of pressure on Dak if they sign if they do tired of the Romos and Dax. Oh, I got you. That would put a lot of pressure on Dak on Dakota, man. Like that. If they were to draft a quarterback in the first round, can you imagine how much coverage this would create? A lot of coverage. Like that would be like, no? Is that not what it is? Okay, maybe not. We will see, man. That I think TV networks would go all the way, talk about that all the way until the first game of the season. To be honest, like they'd have so much to talk about. It'd be nonstop coverage. They'd probably have every camera in the world watching that rookie quarterback against Dak. That would be the story all the way probably until the Super Bowl. And then every microscope you can think of, every time Dak would lose a game, there would be a super microscope. Everybody would be talking about it if that happened. Juan says, if they got a first round quarterback, se caga el Dak. Hey, man, I think anybody would. That's your job. Loyalty for Life says, I don't think Lance is him. We need first round quarterback. We will see, man. We will see. But hey, a lot of turmoil. Like I said, I think it's a good thing. Loyalty for Lifetime says they don't want to put that pressure on Dak. I don't think they want to either, man. But then again, that might be a good thing. Might be a good thing. The kid 956 Texas says, let's go RGV. Let's give him a round of applause. Let's go RGVs 956. Here we go. How about them Cowboys? We haven't seen much of Lance, says Juan. Hey, the kid 956. Hey, man, make sure you share. Everybody share this live, man. Share the live. Try to get as much 956 as you can get on here. We're from the Valley, man. Me and Jerry. We need more 956 support, man, on this channel. Hey, make sure y'all go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, like it. We're trying to get big, man. You know, we always talk about you guys. You guys are what runs the show. We're just here for you guys, for y'all to vent. That's what it's all about. I think we deserve better. That's why we do this. Loyalty for Lifetime says no one has ever seen much of Lance, even in college. Yeah, man. So there's a lot of mystery behind that. I don't know. I think we need to see a lot more from Lance. I think he needs to play a lot in the preseason, in my opinion, to see what you got from him. Canture says the pressure should be on them. They be getting paid, accountable. Yep. So we will see. It's going to be very interesting with this 1-year contracts as far as what's going on with Mike McCarthy. I'm going to say it again. Zimmer, Dak. We'll see if he gets extended, but they're all on 1-year deals. Let's see what they got. The leash is short. You got a tough schedule. There's a lot of things going on. You got a lot of free agents. Is Tyrone Smith coming back? Is Tyler Biadasz coming back? I don't think Pollard's coming back. Gallup will probably get cut unless you get a trade partner, which I seriously doubt. There's a lot of things going on right now. I think Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones are going to put a lot of pressure on these coaches. If you don't come out and get this team ready, I believe that you're gone. You're gone, and you got to be careful because Bill Belichick is waiting in the rafters, waiting for him to jump on this job. Johnny Brewer, welcome, Johnny Brewer. Round of applause. What do you think about the Cowboys drafting Keon Coleman in the first round and Trey Benson in the second round? I do not believe Trey Benson will be in the second round. I might be wrong, but obviously we got to let all this draft combine play out, and then we can start kind of seeing where these guys are going to fall. I'm not talking draft till probably another maybe 2 weeks after a little bit of free agency that's going on, so I see where players are going. But Keon Coleman, to me, I like the player, but who is Keon Coleman? Is he a DK Metcalf? Can he run the whole route tree? Is he that kind of player? I think that kind of plays. Do you think Keon Coleman is better than Gallup right now? Those are the questions you have to ask your. And if you are, you're taking a wide receiver in the first round when you need more help on the offensive line, defensive line. But I will say this. It all depends on where those players fall and where they fall on your draft board as far as how high they're ranked in your draft board. I don't think you just pick them because you want to pick them. I think that's what it comes down to. Junior Diaz, he a good player. Canture says, JC, I'm out the cold one, right? Waiting sombrero fest. Oh, so you got a cold one? Okay, got it, man. Loyalty for Lifetime says, I don't care who they draft, just no damn picks from Michigan. I'm done. I think I agree with that. So Canture says sombrero fest. Hey, brother, have a cold one for me. Unfortunately, I'm not drinking. I gave up alcohol for Lent. So I'm on 15 days, 16 days, somewhere there. Yeah. So appreciate it. Have a drink for me, man. And stay safe. Be safe. Junior Diaz says we pick up him in draft. We will see, man. There's a lot to digest as far as the drafting is concerned and see what happens. I mean, we got Knicks, we got Daniels, we got Mayer, we got Williams, we got other quarterback. Like we might have maybe 3 or 4, 5, maybe quarterbacks go in the first round. We'll see. I don't know, but that's good for us because a lot of players will kind of move up on the draft we can maybe select. But I really like the 2 centers in the draft, either the one from Georgia or Oregon. I really like those guys. Obviously, the one from Oregon is phenomenal. But we will see. I think if we drafted one of those centers, I think I would be super ecstatic and happy for this run game for sure. Junior Diaz, when is football release schedule? I don't know. I think it was closer to preseason, I think. I'm not for sure. Actually, I think it's July, I believe, if I'm not correct. But we already know who we're playing. It's just in a matter of when we're playing them. Loyalty for Lifetime says, no, damn, like linebackers with the neck injuries. Yeah, exactly. We will see. I think there's a lot of changes coming. I think at the end of the day, the turmoil in Dallas Cowboys is keeping these guys on a one-year contract is a good idea. Obviously, Dak, I don't know how they have to extend him. I don't, in order to build a better team, I think they have to. It's unfortunate, but they have to. Junior Diaz says, I hope we play the New York Giants again. We do play them. Swag. You ain't got the answer, Swag. Swag, we play the Giants every year, man. We play them twice a year because they're under division. Are you okay, Junior? Drink water, Junior. Take a knee, please. Yeah, so, hey, the turmoil is real in Dallas. Slow Death says, laugh out loud twice a year. Yeah, that's what I said. Junior Diaz, man, what are you on? You need to drink water, man. I think you're a little dehydrated. Slow Death is funny. He said, laugh out loud twice a year. Yeah. That's a win in my opinion. Unless something changes. Because I don't think Saquon's gonna stay. I don't think he's coming back to the Giants. So we'll see. Hey, TikTok has been awesome. We did a warm-up today with TikTok. But hey, man, I'm gonna play it. Yes, sir. Junior Diaz says, I'm nervous for the NFL draft. I'm not. I'm excited, man. This could only make the team better. Hey, this is the Cowboys Cast. Y'all guys already know. Let's go. Hey, I had a great time today, man. We appreciate y'all, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, for coming on, man. I love it. Hey, this is about you guys. You guys get to vent. You get to talk about our beloved Dallas Cowboys. Sometimes they make us angry, but it's all good. Hey, you are the ones who keep it going. Queen says, Junior been drinking that juice. Woo, you might have. Loyalty for Lifetime says he's at some Brevfest too. We know he didn't give up alcohol. Oh no, we know he probably didn't. So that Dallas will hit this year. I hope so, man. We're all hoping that. Hey, welcome. Thank you. You guys are the best. You already know. Junior Diaz says that Queen. Yes. Hey, we appreciate you guys. TikTok, be nice, TikTok. Hey, we love y'all. Thank you for coming on. Make sure you like, subscribe to the Cowboys Cast. Keep us going strong. George, Texas boy says, when drafting this year, do we draft by need or best player? By best player. That's what we do. Mike Garcia, enough season is too long. It is. Here we go. We have NFZ. NFZ says the Cowboys, man. That's it, right? That's what it's all about. Hey, there's a lot going to happen. We have about, 12 days until the NFL season officially starts. There's a lot of stuff that's going to happen in the next 2 weeks. We're going to be here. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe. We got a lot of stuff to go through, man. It's going to go fast and furious. The turmoil in Dallas is 1 year Mike McCarthy, 1 year Mike Zimmer. They're on eggshells, man. They got to make it happen. Loyalty for Lifetime, tell them to might play Washington twice too, maybe. Yeah. Hey, thank you guys. Have a blessed night. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to let TikTok go first. TikTok, you've been awesome. Keep it real. Queen says my doctor had to put a heart medication because of the Cowboys. That's funny. Hey, thank you, TikTok. Have a good night. YouTube, you already know what it is. Much love. Thank you so much. This is the Cowboys Cast. Make sure you like, subscribe, put on that bell notification. Hey, man, it's going to go fast and furious these next 2 weeks. Make sure you follow us. We love you guys. And as always, keep it real.